Hey there, it's Jimmy again, and I've got another episode here. Again, as always, if you like what you see, please do subscribe and like below. And if you have any comments, leave those, and I do answer comments. So that'd be great. Anyway, what do we have today? This is one of Germany's finest luxury sedans, the 2002 Audi A6 2.7 Turbo Quattro. Now, this body style came out in '98. This was quite the, well, '98 for the US anyway. This was quite the departure from the previous kind of more square version. This is known as the C5 generation, and it really, did a lot to advance Audi's design language even more. I mean, they obviously had the first real aerodynamic car with the older Audi 5000. Then they updated that a couple times, and then they went to this one, which really pushed the envelope more. I mean, just look how aerodynamic and curved and kind of forward thinking this thing is. It's a pretty impressive piece of design. Got to walk around something here. And I mean, you still see the influences today. But this was very, very impressive when it came out. But back in '98, they only had it with the 2.8 V6, and then in the year 2000, they also made a couple other versions. So they offered the 4.2 liter V8, as well as the 2.7 turbo V6, which was the same engine. Obviously, that's in the Audi Allroad and the Audi S4 sports sedan. In 2002. The A6 line got a little bit of a facelift. They changed the grille just I mean, you wouldn't notice unless they're really right next to each other. The shape of the grille changed very slightly. The taillights got amber sections in them. The wheels changed. The colors changed, and a few other things. This color happens to be, I believe, canvas beige. So it's sort of a beige and has a little bit of green in it. But, well, let's check it out. So, again, this was the 2.7T, which shared the same body as the regular 3-liter V6, which the 3-liter V6 replaced the 2.8-liter V6. And only the V8 model got the wide fender flares, as did eventually, obviously, the S6 model, which also had a V8. But not bad. That's what you would see in your rearview mirror if you're in the fast lane of the Autobahn and your Volkswagen Golf. This would come up behind you, flash its lights, put on its blinker, and ask you to get the hell out of the way. But let's open the hood. So this is a Quattro. Quattro means that it's full-time all-wheel drive. No levers, nothing to push, no buttons. It just is all-wheel drive. Got the famous Audi 4 rings there. Open the hood. It still stays up. Nice piece of engineering, a little prop shaft thing. So there's the 2.7 liter twin turbo V6. And it is tightly packed in there. This uses, I believe, I think it's KKK KO3 version turbos, which can be swapped out for KO4s to produce more power. Coil on plug ignition. You can see one of the coil packs is missing, but the other ones are there. But I mean, this is kind of a nightmare to work on. It's if the turbo goes, you can get to them sort of if your hands are tiny enough. But many people just pull the engine to do major work in this. It's it's pretty impressive they're able to pack it in there. And think about it, a V8 fits also. Although the V8 models have a slightly different front end. It's actually extended slightly just to give them a little bit more room. But that's in there pretty tightly. Battery was up there. Actually, no, it wasn't, was it? Yeah, battery was up there. Interesting. For a while, they put in the previous generation, they put the batteries under the rear seat. So that's under the hood. So let's walk around. Let's check out the trunk now. It's so swoopy. I mean, the design, it's just great. Everything's just so integrated. It's got a bit of a dent there. It's sort of like the Camry dent, but a little bit higher, huh? Anyway, obviously the 4 rings for Audi. It's the A6, and it's the 2.7T Quattro. This, in Europe, they use rear fog lights. And so traditionally, only the left side of the taillight has an extra light that lights up, and the right side's a dummy. At some point, I think this one has bulbs on both sides. So if you put the rear fog lights on, as opposed to the front fog lights, it lights up these really brightly, and they look just like brake lights. A lot of people in the US don't know how to use them properly, so it's really annoying when you're behind somebody that has them on. Looks like the trunk mat is missing, but looks like the floor mats for the car are in here. This one's pretty clean, actually. This cover missing. It's a pretty big trunk. Seat backs Oh, look, it's got little hooks for laundry bags, or laundry, grocery bags, etc. It's kind of nice. The seats fold 60/40, which is nice. We've got the, oh, that looks like subwoofer for the Bose, Audi Bose audio system. Spare went down there. What's this? This obviously went on the engine. It's a V6 bi-turbo, as we know, 2 turbos. Not bad. Here's where the toolkit would have gone. That came with the car, just like in BMWs. Got a handle here. This is just broken because the yard need to get into it. But not bad. It's nice how it's just counterbalanced. It just, you know, these hinges are really nice. They're not in the way of your luggage or anything. They're just completely out of the way and have a nice action to them. Let's check out the inside. Let's check out the back seat first, I guess. That's not bad. That looks pretty cozy. I mean, that leather is in great shape. Looks good. 3 headrests back here. Looks like a pull-down armrest. That wood is really nice. Audi does fantastic interiors. I mean, that's beautiful. But, I mean, just look at the grain and the texture in there. And there's a crack, but what can you do? These are cool. These door pockets, they pop out like that. And they're fully carpeted inside. The Audi Bose speakers. And, oh, look, this one has heated seats in the back. And obviously vents and a cigarette lighter. Not bad. Let's, moonroof. Let's check out the front. This is cool. Sort of a 2-tone interior, sort of a tan and a taupe. Steering wheel with the Tiptronic shifter buttons, Bluetooth, all that. It's a pretty modern car, obviously, 2002. So a lot of the same features that current cars have. Automatic. Doesn't have a big screen, right? Like new cars do, but that's okay. Check that out. The way that wears, that's kind of a problem with the Volkswagen Audis of this generation. A lot of people say it has to do more with moisturizer on people's skin, kind of reacting with that soft touch plastic feel and making it rub off. But nice gauges, 160 mile an hour speedometer, 6,500 RPM red line, fuel temperature, oil temperature, and battery gauge. Very nice. Up here you got sunroof controls for the sunroof, little lights for the vanity mirror, home, is that home link? Yeah, home link. This is not bad. Leather covered, leather wrapped wheel. Obviously this is how you put the headlights with that's off, that's parking lights, that's headlights. Pull it out once, just once for front fog lights, twice for front and rear, and push it back in. That's it. Not bad. This was manufactured by Audi AG in 1101 in 2002 in Germany. Got the Audi, the old style Audi script on there. Yeah, these are quite comfortable, these seats and these cars, really. Very nicely built, solid. Obviously need maintenance, but you know, if you maintain them, they'll generally take care of you. What do we have for wheels here? We have a 2 15, 55, 16, so 16-inch wheels. Look at that, big disc brakes in there, filling up everything. Obviously same wheel in the back, but with a disc brake also inside. Slightly smaller disc, but not significantly smaller. Not terrible at all. But again, this, you know, like I said, this is one of Audi's, or Europe's top cars. The Audi A6, not their top of the line, which would have been the A8, or the lower line, which was the A4, but the A6. And this, you know, back in 2002, probably went for somewhere in the $40,000+ range, probably closer to 50,000. So now, well, here they sit in the junkyard. If you see them on the street, they're really not worth much, just because people can't afford to fix them when something goes horribly wrong, unless you're a do-it-yourselfer. And in that case, you come to a yard like this and you figure out parts you need and you take them and install them yourself. Anyway, thanks a lot. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. And if you want to leave a comment, do that too. And thank you very much. This is Jim, and I'll see you next time. Bye.